Hey, hopefully you're having a wonderful day. In this video, I'll be showing you the breakdown process of however you say his name, Aokiji from One Piece. That's probably not how you say his name. Keep in mind, this is nowhere near a beginner's tutorial. By watching this, hopefully you have somewhat understanding in both Unreal Engine 5 and Blender. This video is more about the process how you can use your Blender skills and some of your Unreal skills to get stunning real-time rendering. Sadly, I will not be showing you of how the character is made since I have not recorded any of the process, but hopefully you can learn a thing or two from it. So let's get started. Once you have your character done, it can be anything. Make sure you apply all your transformation in the modifier section and join all objects. Be careful if you want to join, since maybe later you want to move certain things of the character around later on. I suppose the character you have is a personal project, so that would mean you don't need to retopology any of it. It's okay if you have 5 to 10 million polys, but in my opinion, anything above 15 million polys is kind of excessive. If you want to, you can lower the polys, but don't feel obligated to do since Unreal 5 can handle pretty much anything with nanites. Once you have all of that done, export in FBX, name it anything you want. Open Unreal 5. If you don't have it, then I suggest you install it since what I'm doing only works in 5. So I would say build your scene first, then add your character. For this, I used the scene I got from Brushify by Joe Garth. Once I got my scene, I built upon it using Megascans and other assets. You can always make everything from scratch you would like. The Megascan textures are powerful, so if you want to add buildings, you can do it the same way you did the characters. When your scene is done, import your character, make sure you enable nanite, otherwise everything else stays the same. Wait for it to load, import your character, pick a spot you like. Mess around with lighting. For lighting, this usually is what I do in my scenes. There are a lot of ways to do it, but for me, I found the kind of look I want to achieve every time. Feel free to copy my settings. Unlike Unity, Unreal Engine is very flexible. I'm kidding, all engines are amazing. But with Unreal, you can achieve realistic lighting and atmosphere very quick without changing too many settings. Placing the Unreal character around is a very easy way to tell how big your objects are. I always start with sunlight or exponential fog, and then I build my scene from there. I like using Skydome more than Volumetric Clouds, but Volumetric Clouds are very flexible to the sky, but limiting to its looks. In some scenes, they look amazing, but not so much with other. I think if there's a way you can have a sky dome in volumetric clouds, then that would be a powerful look, but I'm not certain if there is a method to do it. To enable volumetric clouds, go to your plugins, and then search volumetrics, and then you can enable it there. Have an object in your scene, it can be anything, make sure it's textured. It's for just to make sure that this kind of lighting you want in your scene. I actually don't recommend messing around with your lighting and atmosphere and whatnot until somewhat your project is finished, but have something to tell what it might look like at the end. The more you build, the more you should make sure that your scene is filled with sphere reflection capture, but don't overdo it, try to have the right amount. Once you have that open bridge, that should already come with Unreal 5. Import the textures you want. It's hard to know which one you should use for Megascans, but Megascans textures are very flexible, so don't worry about it. Start basic, as in would you like silk, leather, cotton, and whatnot. I would suggest testing them all out just to make sure, but for my character, I chose cotton material. When you are finished with your scene, set up your camera and your post-processing however you want it. And for rendering, I recommend William Thatcher's videos. He has amazing tricks on how to render things. I got all my settings from him, so feel free to copy mine or watch his videos for better in detail. I disabled my high resolution because that takes a long time for it to render, since it renders double the res of what it actually is. It's worth it if you have the time, but otherwise, you can have it turned off. I don't know how these rendering settings actually work, so I'm not going to try to explain it. But make sure you have high temporal sample. Mine is not that high, but feel free to make yours a little more. And make sure your render and engine warmup is 100 for good effect results. In conclusion, this is the easy way and kind of a lazy way to do it, but to achieve decent results, feel free to learn and spend more time on it by watching more videos. But I hope at least I sent you on the right path for artwork you'll be satisfied with, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.